Hey YouTube, this is a very hard video for me to make. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the story. It may be a little bit windy. I'm at a new spot here at Rhea Springs. I went to Walmart yesterday, got my groceries. I've been here for a week. I was getting low on supplies. Kind of show you where I'm at. Out here on this point. Beautiful, beautiful spot. But let me tell you my story. Okay, Wolfpack. There you go, Shorty. I thought I lost Martini. I felt safer having the dogs out here on this point. I figured there's very little trouble they could get into. Well, as you can see, they already disappeared. And that's kind of what has happened. This tree here, the dogs have been playing around it. And what it is, I didn't realize this. I knew that they were playing down there, but I didn't know how dangerous it was. Go, get out of there. I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to put the babies up. So, you see how they ran around there, right? Well, I had checked last night, and I knew that the roots were exposed under there, and I didn't think much of it. They were quiet, playing, and just having a good time, so I left them alone. The problem was, Tucker and baby May May were down there playing. Martini. I called them. Tucker and baby May May came up. Martini did not. So I called and called and called. She always comes. Not today. So Tucker came around. Baby May May came around. No Martini. So I thought I'd have a look up under this stump. Maybe she couldn't hear me. And to my horror, I found this. Up under this stump is flooded, and there's a drop off. And no Martini. Now this has got to be one of my most horrifying moments of my life. My dogs are like my children, and I couldn't see her. So I ran and I put the other dogs up, and I grabbed my flashlight, and I started poking and prodding in here, calling, I'm not gonna lie, screaming for my Martini. I was throwing rocks. I got down, felt down in the water as far as I could. Sticks, everything. Probably for a good 10 minutes. I couldn't get her. I couldn't find her. I felt that let them down. And I just didn't know what I'd do without my little Martini. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. I've had to wait 2 hours just to make this video because I was so upset. Wringing my hands. And you wouldn't believe a grown old man cried as much as I was crying. was horrible. I dug in, got my shirt wet. I squeezed my big old self up under this tree as far as I could go. And I figured she's probably drowned it. I figured she fell in. Maybe Tucker and baby May May wouldn't let her up, wouldn't let her out. She tried to swim back up under the roots, got in somewhere and drowned. This is a true story. I'm not adding to this or taking away. It's horrifying. I may very well be codependent on my dogs. If so, then that's just the way it is. A lot of people are codependent on alcohol and drugs and sex and everything else. Okay, I'm a little codependent on my dogs. I can't imagine what I'd do if I was to lose one. So here I sit. Soaking wet, muddy. You wouldn't believe how far I got up under there. I got my Bowie knife out, was digging, cutting roots. I couldn't get under there no further. I was in the water. I couldn't go no further. So then I started having these crazy ideas. I thought, all right, root system's halfway intact. Tree's not extremely healthy. I'm just gonna ram it with my truck. That's crazy, and it probably wouldn't have worked, but I didn't have chains to pull it. I was desperate, thinking desperate thoughts, wringing my hands, trying to figure out how to get further under there to get my dog. Sorry for the wind, but not too, I mean, when you're desperate, you have desperate thoughts. But I thought, before I did that, I'm gonna walk the shoreline one more time, because we had been up in the bushes over here, and I had to call her to get her out. I looked at the tree, I looked at the RV. If I'd have pushed it over, if she was under there, I'd have just crushed her. So I didn't do it. So let me tell you what had happened. They were back here playing, Martini, baby May May, and Tucker. And I thought I was paying attention. I thought I was paying attention, but somehow little Miss Martini snuck around. It went around here, out of my vision. Let me show you where the little bugger was. Now, I'm a very upset man. I don't get upset at much. But I had walked down here earlier to see if there was any fishing back in here. And Martini found this. And the reason she didn't come when I called her is because she didn't hear me. Martini. Martini Lynn. Yep. Martini. See? She was fully involved in here and didn't hear me under the tree over there calling her. Probably didn't hear me out over in the grass calling her. But I got lucky. I picked her up, hugged her, popped her in the butt, and took her in the RV. So that's my story. Not taking away anything, not adding anything to it, just the way it happened. But I got my martini and everything's okay. You know, it's not all fun and roses out here. And I'm just sharing my life, good and bad. And this was one of the most horrible moments that I can remember in recent history or in a long time. So that's my video. That's my story. That's what happened. Just sharing it with you. Hope you guys enjoyed it, or at least listen to it. See you guys again later. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.